Welcome back to Marriage or Hell Nah. You guys already know how I start out these videos by showing much love and appreciation to everybody who's been rocking with the channel since day one, but all the people who's joining, subscribing to the channel, liking the videos to help push this content so that way we can help men make better decisions out here as far as learning how to deal with some of these modern women. As you guys can see, bro, we're gonna be doing a reaction video to Kendra G, and shout out to her, man, because she's been growing her IG platform as well as building her YouTube platform as well. But in today's video, bro, she brings on a young lady, and I'm gonna try to do this raw, right? I'm gonna try to do this raw. I haven't watched this one, but I thought it would be fun to kind of switch it up and kind of do it this way instead of really watching the video and then deciding to react to it later. But I want to get a sense of where some of these women are really at as far as their mentality when it comes to looking for a guy. So without further ado, let's get into the content.
Happy holiday season. I just had a guy, so then let's get a girl. Layla, we're coming to you. For those just tuning in, I'm in Connecticut. That's why the background is different. I'm at my daddy's house.
I knew it.
You're here.
I'm here. I knew it. I knew you were going to pick me.
Okay.
Hi, Kendra.
What's your name?
Lala. I was on your show before, back in September.
Okay, well, let me ask the questions, and then I'll get an update from you.
Okay.
All right. Lala, where are you calling us from?
I'm from Boston.
Boston?
But I live in North Carolina. I live in Durham.
Okay, you live in North Carolina. What do you do for a living?
All right, before Kendra gets into that, let's just be clear. This is probably the best time to put these disclaimers out here. This channel does not promote harm or hate of anyone. The only thing we are doing is critiquing this lady's behavior on Kendra G's platform to see really what men can really learn about what some of these modern women are thinking about. We don't know who this woman is, so don't go over there attacking this woman. We can have our fun over here and learn some lessons along the way. The first thing I noticed right off the back is the fact that she mentioned she was on Kendra G's show before, back in September. So we're not even at January right now. You know, I'm making this video on the 27th of December. So it really hasn't been that long. So I'm interested to find out why she back on Kendra G's show. The other thing too is Kendra simply asked her, "Where are you calling us from here today?" Kendra did not ask her where is she from. Then you see her drinking a little bit. So I'm not gonna, berate her.
I'm a social worker. I also do some contract work for the state.
Okay.
Trafficking work. Yeah, social work is fine.
Okay. You have any kids, Lala?
No kids.
No kids. When's your birthday?
November 19th.
Happy
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Thank you.
You know she nasty.
Scorpio. Lala from Boston, lives in North Carolina.
Look at this girl. She ain't paying attention, bro. She like all up in the comments.
Before. How did it go?
Focus. Get out the comments.
It didn't go.
It didn't go.
It didn't. But honestly, I'm gonna say part of that is probably has a lot to do. It's my fault. I think I wasn't open to it at that point. Even though I came on the show, I was sort of ending something. You probably don't remember. It was a while ago, but I was sort of ending something, and you actually gave me some advice, and so I had to rethink some things. And now I'm open now. I'm ready to start over and try this and really be serious about it this time.
So what advice did I give you? What was the situation?
You had asked me, one of the questions you had asked me was, when's the last time I was intimate? And I said like 2 weeks ago. And then you had asked me, I forget what you asked, but you basically were like, if you want something more from a man, you have to, if you want a relationship, right, you have to pretty much set up your own boundaries, put your own boundaries in place. And for me, that was having sex with them. And so I did that. I sort of cleared out all this energy and all the people that were sort of just lingering around that I feel like just wanted that. And so I'm in a different place now.
Hold up. Let's back up that train because I'm a little confused. But like I said, we're going to try to figure this out together. So when she called in the Kendra show originally, unless I heard her incorrectly, y'all let me know down there in the comments if I'm wrong here. Apparently, when she called in before, she was kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out as far as that relationship was going with that gentleman, right? So now she's trying to have a clean slate as she comes back out here into the dating market. But you heard her say that, her having relations with all of these guys and having to cut them off. And she didn't say all of these guys, but she said them. She did not say him. Him would have been more specific in a singular term when she was referring to the guy I guess she was dealing with before when she was talking to Kendra back in September. But now that she's clearing her slate, she mentioned the word them and trying to say that she's not going to give up the goods as much. So it lets me know that she's 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door. She doesn't really seem like a person who has been out here dating a little bit. She seems like more of like a woman. She seems more like a girl who's just out here flinging themselves around and not really dating with intentions. That's just the vibe I'm getting initially.
Okay. Yeah, let me say this to all ladies. If you want a relationship, first of all, you a grown ass woman, so you can do anything you want to do, right? Only thing I challenge you is to accept all consequences to any decision that you make. So a lot of you women out here be having sex with men, and that's fine. Again, you a grown ass woman, but always understand he is not your man. So if you ever see him with another woman, or if he ain't there with you on Christmas weekend and he with his baby mama, that's your fault, because you decided to participate and to be intimate with him without the requirement of him being your guy, if that's what you want. So
a lot of women don't move like that though.
You can probably have sex with a lot of men, but which one is gonna wipe you up? Which one's gonna make you his girlfriend? That's gonna change the list drastically. So I always challenge ladies, if being in a relationship now is a requirement and something that you desire, start making that a requirement before you become intimate, and you'll see how many men options you really have.
And you'll also see who just wants to fuck, right? Like you're really gonna see who that's all they're in it for. That's all they really want. And I know that's not what I'm looking for. So I'm real clear. I've had men straight up tell me that's what they want, and I'm like, I'm good. So, but me putting that boundary in place, it's just helped. It's been very helpful for me.
Good. I'm happy to hear that. So let's get into it. So Layla, Lala, what kind of man are you looking for?
Okay, so I just want a dude that is open-minded. I'm a very open-minded, free-spirited kind of person.
Chill. You guys already know how I react once I hear free spirits. She mentioned the word free spirit. She talked about being open-minded. And she mentioned the word boundaries. Fellas, how many times do I got to tell you? Free-spirited women are fun to be around. They're exciting, but they are not meant for relationships. Trust me, I have been there. I have been with free-spirited women just to have a good time. And then I've been with free-spirited women where I thought they could have been in a relationship. And the one thing I discovered was that there's no boundaries with these people. These people often move the goalposts essentially to whatever benefits them. Meaning that if you are an alpha male or you are a traditional male, you will come with some kind of boundary, some kind of set rules that are in place within the relationship in order to make it function. But see, a woman like this, and this is what I'm starting to hear from her, she doesn't sound like a woman that has relationship experience to me, because she's used to moving at her own beat and drum. And women that think like this, they are often not ready for relationships because they have to sacrifice so much of what it is that they thought they can do outside of the relationship versus what it is that they can do within the relationship. And imagine setting boundaries with somebody or try to build something with somebody who doesn't have an idea of what a relationship takes in order for it to work properly.
So I would like the same. I don't have many requirements as far as looks are concerned, just handsome, right? I like a nice smile, but a handsome man who's preferably just bigger than I am. They just can't, like, slightly taller, slightly bigger mass.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'5.5". I'm 5.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm like 5'6". I'm average. I'm pretty average.
Okay.
I like someone that works out. I work out a lot. I love working out. It's my self-care. I like to
Okay, she got the fitness
work
component.
out with my partner. I also like a man that likes space. I'm not a woman that needs to be, in the beginning maybe, as we're getting to know each other, but for the most part, I'm not a woman that needs to be up your ass, or I want you up my ass all the time. I really do appreciate my space. I moved to North Carolina by myself. I've been here alone for 3 years, and so I really do appreciate my alone time, and so I want a man that also values that.
Now, look, she about to enter into the comments and not really pay attention to what the hell she just said. But luckily, this channel is here. Let me tell you what I just heard right there. That just further reemphasizes what I just mentioned a moment ago about free spirits. Here, this woman has been on her own basically for 3 years. She moved from wherever she was at to North Carolina 3 years ago. She's been moving the way she's been moving, not getting the results. So, what changed to where she now wants a relationship, and why should a man get involved? I can only tell you why I wouldn't get involved, because I personally understand what it takes to make a relationship work. You cannot make a relationship work with a woman talking about she need her own space. Now, let's really understand what that means. Throughout the relationship, of course, you guys are going to need to have your own space a little bit. But the way that this woman talks, she wants to be able to have a lot of free space. Then you're supposed to come around sometimes and being able to fulfill whatever need that is that she has at that particular moment. She's not thinking that, okay, she needs to be with her significant other, the person she's in a relationship with, for 70% of the time. Then she can have her alone time for 30% of the time. That's not in her mindset. Her mindset is talking about, oh, I like to have my space. He needs to have his own space. I think that that can make it work. What does that even look like? That looks like you living over here, him living over there, him getting to know you over the course of time. And I'm sorry, most women don't have that type of time to be thinking like this.
Okay, we like that. All right, so what's some strong deal breakers for you, Lala?
We are keepers, aren't we?
Girl, don't lie to yourself. I've been nice so
cigarettes?
far.
I'd
Cigarettes?
say someone that smokes cigarettes, like a total deal breaker. Someone that is not physically fit. I really would like a person that's sort of, I work on myself physically, I work on myself mentally, spiritually. I'm working on myself in a full rounded way. And so someone that also, a deal breaker for me is someone that's not working on all those aspects of their lives.
I guarantee you she's had too much time to herself.
More than one kid. I'm just going to say that because I feel like the age range that I want to date, most men have kids already, and I don't want to exclude a whole pool of people by saying that. However, one is my max and not younger than 5. Please.
I'm
even nervous to say that.
All right, so she has no kids. So her requirement is 1 is her max, nothing under 5. Do you want kids yourself?
Yes, I do want kids. I want I want a lot of kids. I'm gonna have 5 girls. I love to say I want 5 kids.
Chill.
I don't know if my body will do that, but yeah. I want
How old is she?
Lala, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Fuck that.
33. Okay. Yeah. Does the guy gotta be in North Carolina?
He has to be in North.
Now let me explain why I said fuck that, right? If she wants 5 kids, let's just say she wants 3. Why hasn't she started on this process earlier on? Why hasn't this been at the forefront of her mind? Or is this something now that she decided that now she wants all these kids? Because I can firmly tell you that I know a lot of women who say after the age of 21, after college, that they know that they want kids. So they start looking for a husband right around 22, 23, and then probably have their first child by 26 if they want 5. But you can't be 33 years old talking about you want 5. I'm saying it's possible, maybe, but finding a guy who's going to want to do that, yeah, right. Good luck.
Carolina or Boston. Because I go there a lot too. Either
okay,
one.
North Carolina or Boston.
Shit.
What's the age range you want to date?
Let's say like 35 to 40.
35 to 40. Okay. Do you have you said it for appearance, just taller than you, right?
Yeah, and if he's dark skinned, that wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
Like,
trust me, us light skinned brothers are not offended.
Tall and dark skin. Every lady's that's
everyone.
Tall and dark skin is every lady's dream. Lala, is money important to you? Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
He has to make at least $80,000 a year.
Oh, that's a strong number.
It's a strong number because I get that question a lot. And so I decided to put a number on it. And I say that because I feel like he has to make $8,000 a year without having children. And I say that because to me, that means you have a little more disposable income. I don't need you to take care of me. I have my own house. I take care of my own bills. I do everything on my own. But I do need you to have some discretionary income for me sometimes. Especially if you have a kid.
So $80K a year with no kids. What if he has kids?
More? I don't know. I didn't think that far.
I'm pause it right here again. Now you see how she said the 80,000 number with a bit of toot, in my opinion, or a bit of sass, with the head bobbing and all of that. I don't I don't necessarily think 80,000 is a lot of money. No, I don't. But if I'm an average earning guy, or I'm a guy who makes 70,000, 65,000, why would I want to be involved with this woman who doesn't have any idea, from what I'm hearing, on how relationships are supposed to work? For instance, she hasn't mentioned anything about what did she learn from the previous relationship that she was in that's going to help her land this guy who makes at least $80,000 with no kids. Or what did she, or what could she have done better in those relationships to make those relationships a little bit more sustainable? The other thing is that she sounds like she's looking for fun more so than looking to secure a relationship, because her points don't really involve relationships so far. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse here. I'm just trying to reemphasize the fact that this is not what I'm hearing. And I'm a guy who may be an avatar, but I make over six figures in my job and I'm 40 years old. I wouldn't choose this woman based on what I'm hearing now. And I think she might be, and looking at her, she's not a bad looking woman, but she is older. But I would have to question, if she wanted all these kids, what has she been doing for at least the last 10 years, going back to when she was 23? Here I am, the six figure guy. Why would I want to entertain you? Or if a guy makes 65,000, this is why this guy should want to be with you. I'm not hearing any of that.
I don't know.
So
I don't know,
let's say
Kendra, I'm
maybe
just playing with you. I'm just playing. Honestly, just have enough money for you and a little bit for me. I swear I'm not saying that and like you need to spend all your money on me at all. But I've learned that one of my love languages, I like a man that was willing and wanting to do nice things for me.
Okay, so are you serious with the 80K?
Kind of, but it's not a hard number. Kind of, it's not a hard number, but kind
Girl,
of.
ask me what you want.
Yeah, you need to make at least 80,000. If
you can
least.
get
Start
it from
there.
a guy,
There.
keep that in
80K.
mind.
So if you do not make 80K, do not DM her.
Don't.
All right, Lala.
That's shameful within itself.
So when was your last relationship?
Kendra, you probably don't remember. My last relationship, I was like 21, 22. I was really young.
Woo! I called it. I knew this woman had no relationship experience. I think I should start doing these videos raw, especially when I do these reaction videos. If I'm doing Kendra or I'm doing like the pineapple show, I should start doing them raw, because I'm able to hear the things that really determine what makes a relationship, but also gives me an idea on who this woman is. And I told you guys early in the video, I heard nothing about relationship experience. I heard nothing about what she learned from being in those relationships. I heard nothing other than she wants a guy who's open-minded, so she could be a free spirit. She needs her own space. She doesn't need a guy to do this. She got her own stuff. And I'm not trying to come down on this woman, but she sounds like a notorious situationship woman to me.
That was
Haven't
your last,
been
it was like 10 years ago? That was your last relationship?
My last relationship. Yeah, I haven't been in an adult relationship. I have not been in like a relationship in my adult life. I've been in situationships.
Checkmate. Video over, bro. Like, this woman screams situationship to me, but I'm not going to cover the whole video here. Obviously, this is like a 2-hour stream, but shout out to Kendra G for really building a platform to help us all be able to learn from, whether it be guys trying to deal with women or women starting to understand, like, yo, all of this entitledness as far as what I think a man should bring me is not going to bring me the outcomes unless I really put in that work. And what is putting that work? Ladies, if you want a relationship, you better have some relationship experience. You cannot come to the table talking about you want your own space, you're a free spirit, and then some guy is supposed to come in and change your world without having any boundaries. I wouldn't even get myself involved with this. Now, I would have fun with her, but dating her intentionally with serious expectations, I'm sorry, I'm out at this point because she hasn't thought about what that actually looks like in my personal experience. Then you're talking about 12 years of her not having a serious relationship. It has to make you think in your mind, if you a male, what the fuck has she been doing for the last 12 years? And unfortunately, whether the answer is she's riding the CC or not, we don't know. But that's what most men are going to think because she's been out here wasting her time dating without any intention. Then you come to the market 12 years later and then think that a man is supposed to show up with 80,000 or 100,000 and then deal with a woman who wants to be a free spirit. How is that going to work? It's not. So until next time, fellas, I hope you guys enjoyed this content because at the end of the day, it's just here to help you make better decisions, and being able to choose wisely is one of those major decisions. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.